Hello, my dear friends. How are you today? This is my piano channel. My name is Tamir. I would welcome you to subscribe to my channel if you are in the piano business or just like me. So a little story about Roland and Kawai. Lately I went to Khalilit. It's the name of the importer here in Israel of Roland instruments. The official importer of Roland here in Israel. Anyway, I went there to check out the FP30X and the RD88 because I don't know, I like the piano sound of Roland from the reviews I saw. And this is a sample piano, and I've got problem with Rolands, but only with their module piano on the FP90 and the Phantom and the RD2000. But these models, the FP30X, 60X and the RD88 and the new Phantom O, does not have this module engine. So they have the older sample engine, and they call it supernatural, but in fact they are also calling the modeling supernatural. So anyway, before I got this Kawai ES8, as some of you know, I used to have the Core Grand Stage and the Casio PXS 3000. I still got it, and the 1100. So I went to play the Roland because, as you know me, I love to change piano, so I will feel the taste and the flavor, let's say, of each and every one of them. And okay, this is better. And okay, now I can hear. So let's go back to this show. Anyway, I went there, I played the RD88. You can see the store in my movies, in my videos. One of my last videos is about the RD88 and the FP30 and FP60X and the FP90X. Even I played. And the truth is that I enjoyed. But then something happened. And about 2 weeks ago, something like that, yes, before Rosh Hashanah, I sold the Casio PXS 1100, and I got some money. And I decided, okay, you know me, I have to have two pianos. Now I stayed only with the Casio PXS 3000. And there was two second-hand instruments in the second-hand market that I saw. The first one was the FP60X, and the second one was the ES8 white. here in front of me, this one. So I told myself about the same price. The Roland was a little bit more pricier, let's say. So first of all, so I contact the Kawai guy. He is a blind man, and I didn't knew it, but anyway, he told me to go to his wife's parents, and the piano is there. So I went. Before I went to the lady with the Roland FP60X. And I went to her house, and I wanted to hear, even though I already heard the sound on the store, but I wanted to hear it because on a different room, you have different experience with the same piano. So I told myself, let's hear it on a small room, not a showroom, a small room, and see if I connect to it. Because the 60X, I didn't really check it out. I was checking more the RD88, the 30X, and the 90X. The 60X I was surpassing, let's say. And then it was, for me it was an opportunity because the 60X and the RD88 are similar in many things. What they are similar? They both have I guess, the same pianos, same piano engine. They have the Supernatural sampling piano, both of them. And both of them have a microphone input, okay? And of course, all the Roland instruments have audio interface. So it was, for me, it was between, and the RD88 and the FP60X are cost this almost the same. As I understand, I didn't check the FP60X, but I guess it's the same price as the RD88. So what's the difference between the RD88 and the FP60? The FP60 have speakers. Also, the RD88 have speakers, but the FP60 have 13-watt speakers each side, and the RD88 has 6-watt speakers. But the RD88 is more professional, so it's got the pitch bend and the mod wheel and more sound, I guess, than the FP60. But on the piano part, I don't know if the RD88 is better than the FP60. I don't think so, let's say. I guess they are the same, but anyway, I went to play the FP60 at this girl before I'm going to see the Kawai. I played it and it does not feel and hear. You know, I didn't like it as I like the FP30 and the RD88 on the store. And I thought to myself, you know, the FP60 have a microphone jack input, and this is a big advantage to me because then I will not need any audio interface. I can use the keyboard and just computer to transmit to you like this. Now I'm using a Behringer audio interface with 8 inputs because my Kawai does not. This Kawai ES8 is the only flagship that does not have microphone input. Okay? Let's go. So when I went to the Kawai, after I left the girl from the FP60X, I left her house and I told her I will be contacting her, but I didn't like the piano so much, so I will be in touch with her. So I went and played the Kawai, and immediately I remembered why I like the Kawai so much. It's just 2-3 levels above all the others, of course above Roland, but all the others. It's the only piano I enjoy to play as the Kawai is the Nord Piano 4 and 5 maybe. And this talk is not about Kawai, Roland, or this talk is about the future and the past. In the past, this is a change of time now. There is a change of a generation, let's say. Because till now, we was a sort of kolboinik. It's like we have everything in one, you know. There was the attitude of everything in one, you know, have a keyboard with 1,000 sounds in it, you know. And this was the old-fashioned way, you know, to have one thing that can do everything. But today, we are going to a new era. This is what I think. I think that if you are buying, not today it's still the old era, but this is what I predict will be in the future. In the future, you won't buy a digital piano with 40 or 60 sounds or 70 sounds, strings and all of this. You will buy a digital piano with only pianos. And not just only pianos. You will have, instead of 300 sounds, let's say, like the MP7, instead of this, you will have the noir inside. All the features, the hammers, the clicks, This is my vision of a piano in the future. Not the other sound. I don't care the other sound. I want to play piano. If I wanted to play violin, I will buy violin. This is the new way. The new way is to be professional at one instrument instead of a amateur with 1,000 instruments, okay? This is my way, this is my opinion. My opinion is, if there was two digital pianos, same company, let's say Kawai, okay? One of them with the noir engine, all the noir engine inside, and the other one with 500 sounds, okay? 7 pianos. I would go with the piano with the noir and not the 100 sounds on the other side. And I think most of us today is like this. We want to be professional in one instead of you know, amateur in 1,000 ways. Maybe it's good to be amateur in 1,000 instruments, like, you know, multi-instrumental. I am a multi-instrumental. I'm playing the bass, I'm playing the guitar. But I prefer to play a real bass instead of bass on the keyboard. The keyboard is not, it's not a bass, it's a keyboard, it's a piano. And this is why all the companies, including today Roland, is cutting off the, like Yamaha does not give you at all. Roland used to give you, now they are giving you only on the modeled piano, but on the sampled piano they are not giving you the access to their, you know, a piano engine, let's say, that can give you the string resonance, the hammer noise, all of the things. Casio is giving you, but I do not connect really to the sound of the piano in the Casio. This is my problem with the Casio. I do not really like the sound of the piano. It's nice, but I did like the Korg better. And of course I like the Kawai better. And now Casio is bringing out these new models, the PXS 5, 6, and 7000. And the internet is full from videos of these new models, especially the 7000. And this is very important. Why? Because now you can hear that Casio have a problem. Casio have a sound problem. This is their problem. Everything in the Casio is good. They have two problems, Casio. The first of all, the speaker configuration, also in the new one, is not at the level of the other companies. I'm sorry to tell you, Casio PXS 7000 is not at the level of the Kawai ES920 when it costs almost twice than it. It's not on the level of the P515 of Yamaha. And on the speaker configuration and on the piano sounds, even though they sampled 3 grand pianos, the sound of their main piano that is on all the other models except the S7000, it's the Hamburg Grand. You've got it on the 1100 and the 3000 and the 300, 3100, and all the Casios have this Hamburg D. It's nice, but it's got a little bit artificial sound, a little bit poxy sound, a little bit, even though it's sample, you can hear Casio put some sound above it. You can hear it. I can hear it. It's not a clean piano. Here you are hearing the clean piano. Casio did something with the sound of the piano. Now, if you are not at my level of professionalism to hear these sounds, you will love the Casio. I love the Casio, even though, by the way, the sound you are hearing from a piano and the sound you are hearing in YouTube are not the same. You have to understand there is about 20% difference. This is a big difference. To hear the piano, here, this one, I heard my videos, my last videos I did of playing this piano, and it sounds the same, almost the same, 90%. It's very similar to what I'm hearing now. Because I can hear, I'm playing the piano and later I hear my videos because I'm going to sleep with my piano playing. So I can hear, and the sound, even though, here I'm hearing from a studio speaker, headphones, and sometimes when I'm sleeping, it's a little earphones or even the cell phone speaker. Still, you can hear the character and things from the piano. And by the way, after I played the ES8, I could not go back to the Roland. So I wanted to be sure. So I went yesterday to Halilit again, to the store of Roland pianos also. There was a Roland pianos and there was a Medley and there was a Nord. This is what they are selling. And I have to tell you, I played the RD88 and I played the FP30X. They are nice, but it's 2 levels below this. There isn't a company that's giving you pianos like the Kawai. But the problem with the Kawai is that they are just like Apple, they are closed system. Only their pianos, only their way, no audio interface. They are, they are like blocks. They are walking their way. They do not care for the others and what they are doing because their business of digital piano, it's, I guess, not their main business. Their main business is the acoustic pianos, and the digital pianos is coming to serve the acoustic side at Kawai. This is what I think. So try our digital, fell in love with us, and then buy our acoustic piano. This is the main. So that's why they are not putting other brands' piano on their instruments, because their instruments is sort of a showroom to their acoustic abilities, let's say. So this is sort of a showroom of their acoustic pianos. And this is more important to them than to sell more digital pianos. This is what I think. This is what my brain is telling me. So they pretty much lock their instrument. So you cannot use it with another pianos, like an audio interface or... But anyway, these instruments and all of Kawai instruments, let's talk about Kawai. All of Kawai instruments, listen now good to what I'm saying. All of Kawai instruments have 3 piano samples. All of Kawai instruments have 3 piano samples. One is the SK concert grand, the other one is the EX concert grand, and the third one is the upright U6. So all of Kawai pianos have these 3. And the cheapest Kawai, the higher level Kawai like the ES8, the ES920, the MP7 SE, the MP11 SE, the CA49, the CA59, the CA79, the CA99, the Novus 5 and the Novus 10, and the new Novus 5 and 10, the S. All of them have this engine, the Harmonic Excel engine, okay? The one that you've got here. And the other one has the harmonic engine, but not the Excel, not the extra long samples. But the other, let's say the ES520 and the CN series of Kawai, all of these, they don't have the SK5. So, besides they have less long samples, so the looping is faster there, they don't have the SK5. So only the pianos with the XL engine have the SK5. So the MP7, the ES8, the ES920, the MP7, I guess the MP11, and I guess the CA49 and the 59, but the 79 and the 99, they have another sample of piano, the SK7. We don't have it here. So anyway, all the pianos of Kawai have the Shigeru Kawai concert grand and the EX concert grand and the K6. But the higher level of pianos also have got the SK5, and the 2 top pianos, maybe the 4, maybe the Novus, also have the SK7 also. But anyway, the flagship, the SK concert grand, everyone got. And the EX, the last flagship, the previous flagship, every piano on Kawai got. And I guess the upright, now all the Kawai pianos got, because the ES120 also bring the K6 to the game. And the 520 also have it. So the 120 and the 520, the ES series, does not have the SK5, this one. They call it chamber piano. So anyway, there is a story here. What am I saying? Feature-wise, this is less complicated than the FP90X. And feature-wise, this is, I guess, the same or less complicated than the P515 of Yamaha. But the piano and the touch here, there are no match to them in other companies. So, and on the reviews, they are always talking about the features and all of this. And the features are good and nice. Here you don't have Bluetooth. They are good and nice, but they are secondary to the piano and the action. Because if you have only one piano, but great piano, great action, great speakers, no Bluetooth, no ins, no outs, nothing, but a good piano. A good experience, a high-level experience of playing a piano. Just like, let's say, acoustic piano. Acoustic piano have only one sound, no Bluetooth, nothing, just the piano. But it's more enjoyable than 1,000 sounds on a digital piano. You don't care about the sounds. You care about the only one sound you are playing now. And there isn't a digital piano that can replicate the feeling of a good acoustic piano, because this is different feeling. This is amazing, you know. So I think that the the industry way should go, and I guess will go to this direction, instead of trying to bring a basket of sound, try to imitate more precisely one sound, the piano sound, okay? So this is the way to go. And for now, from all the companies, the only piano that I'm feeling much closer to a real piano, but still playing a digital piano, it's only the Kawai. And by the way, you don't have to buy a new Kawai. Most of the last generation of Kawai have the same sound engine. Kawai will not bring something new because they have perfect samples to their pianos, so they don't need to sample again the piano, so because there wouldn't be any added value to sample the same pianos again. So unless they will start to sample new pianos or make an engine that feels and have the features like the Noir, like the Native Instruments pianos, Kawai is giving you the best experience of a grand piano, 88 samples, many layers of samples. So you are feeling, yes, you don't have the felt sound and the pianist chair moving and all of the sounds, the features that you've got on the Noir, on sort of these instruments. But still, the feeling of playing piano, so this feeling of a piano. So for me to buy the ES8, the MP7 SE, the MP11 SE, the CA49, 59, and all of this, except the action, of course, the action on the MP11 SE and the CA49, 51, 79, all of this, the main difference is the action. They've got more long keys and more and wooden keys, and of course it's another feeling, but the weight is accordingly. And I really like the RH3 action. I really like their plastic action. So for me it feels almost like a real piano. So I've got a friend, his name is Caesar. He's a friend from my channel. He contacted me, so we are talking a lot. He's a pianist. He have his own channel. And he also reviewed the MP7 SE, also got the MP7 SE. And we are talking because he bought his from Spain, I think. He bought all of these instruments also. And he told me, listen, I'm passing the ES120 and the 520 because they don't have the quality of my MP7 SE sound, because this is excellent other key touch. But anyway, all of Kawai pianos, basically 2 levels, but they all sound good. They are all sound good, better than the other companies. But on the tech side, they are inferior to the other companies in some ways. In some ways, not. In some ways, yes. But the experience of the piano, not the Bluetooth and the features, the piano itself, so you are getting here yes, it's a character of Kawai. All of them are, sound like the not the same, but you can hear that the same wood, it's on all of them, because there isn't a very big difference between the character of each piano. This is the older one. The jazz grand, the warm grand. I never played these grands, the pop grand. I'm just playing the... So after playing a piano like this, you cannot go to the Roland. This is a problem. So the piano you are playing is very influencing you. It's bringing, you always compare the other instruments to what you got at home. And if you got a great piano at home, the other ones feels like shit. Because I did like the Roland until I got back the Kawai ES8. And then I understand, and I understood why I sold my RD800 and bought the MP7SC, because there isn't any equivalent between these two companies. Not that Roland are bad, they are good, but Kawai are excellent. It's the difference between good and excellent, the difference between Roland and Kawai, but not Roland, also Yamaha, also the other companies. Each company have its own strengths and own weaknesses, but I can tell you that no Yamaha or Casio or even Korg can match the Kawai. So if you are not crazy because I did it for you and for myself, of course, I went over all the companies. I went over all the pianos. And whomever watching my channel knows this is true, because I brought all the instruments I bought to this channel, and I played them, and I talk about them, and most of the instruments I praise and told that they are marvelous, also the Casio and things, even cheap things. Because the first time I was experiencing them, it was fun. And because I didn't have the Kawai to compare. This is the real truth. But now that I've got back the Kawai, because the ES8 and the MP7SE and the ES920 are the same instruments. Different speakers, different, but the same instruments, The three of them, the ES8, the MP7SE, and the ES920, the three of them have the same action and the same engine, the same sound engine. But on their home digital pianos, this engine that you've got here is with better key action, and this key action is with uh, is with downgrade sound engine. So the matching between the RH3 and the XL is only happening on 3 instruments, because on the other instruments, this engine is with the CA49 and the 59 and the 79, the 99. They've got the action like, let's say, the MP11. But this, the RH3, you've got on the CN series of Kawai, the more cheap series. And on this series, they don't have the piano engine that you've got here, the super piano engine. They've got the regular piano engine, like on the 520. So on their home digital pianos, there isn't the combination of RH3 plus this superb piano engine only on 3 instruments: the ES8, the ES920, and the MP7 and the MP7 SE. Yes. So these 3 instruments are giving you the light action, sort of a light action. This is not the MP11, you know, and the best sound engine, the best piano engine that the Kawai got. So this is so to touch the top of Kawai sounds in the cheapest way. So the ES8 today, and I guess the MP7 SE today, are the best Kawai pianos in the cheapest way, because you are getting their best sample engine pianos in the most affordable way you can, and you are getting a pretty good key action. Not their best, but pretty good. You know, Nord use this action. So this is a very good action. And this is the best action I ever played. And I go back, I played the GHS on the P125 and the Mod X8. I played the Yamaha CLP 535. I played the Roland FP4. I played the Roland PHA4 and PHA50. I played both of them. None of them on this level. Like this feel, I mean. So after I bought this one, because I have to have 2 pianos. Why I have to have? I don't have, but usually I do, because I have one piano here on my studio, my home studio, and I have another piano at my mom's house on another city where I play with my band. My brothers are my band. So usually I have 2 pianos. The more portable one is there, and the more hefty one, let's say, is here. And over there now is the Casio PXS 3000, and here I've got the ES8. And my plan to the future is to sell the Casio. I like the Casio. It's pretty good instrument, but let's talk about the Casio versus the Roland, because versus the Kawai no one is matching, but versus the Roland, let's talk about the Roland. So I think the Roland piano sounds are better than the Casio. I'm talking the sampling, not the modeling, yes? Like the FP30X, the piano sounds better than the Casio 3000, 1000, even the 7000 and all of this. Not maybe the 7000, no, but almost, let's say. So I like the Korg pianos, the Roland pianos better than the piano on Casio. And Casio is giving you only one piano. This is the truth. This is the problem with Casio. Casio is giving you only one piano, and the 3000, 3100, they are giving you two pianos. And they call the other one stage piano, but the level of the pianos are not even close to this, okay? Or even the Korg. They're not the same level, not the same level. But this is a matter of taste, of personal taste. And the Roland, I don't know. The Roland does not have too many samples, but I think most of them, like the RD800, have 3 samples of 3 pianos, but I do not really know. On the RD800, RD88, I saw on the specifics, they have 3 pianos, 3 different samples, let's say, of pianos. Also, my BK9, my old BK9 and the RD800, usually Roland putting 3 sort of samples, but the problem in the samples of Roland that they are poor quality. This is not the quality of Kawai or Yamaha, but like the quality of sampling, they are cheap on the sampling. I don't think they are sampling each note and things like that, like Kawai is doing, okay? Or even Yamaha. But Roland do have in the natural, supernatural engine, they do have string resonance and everything like that. So, and in the past you could use it, but on this instrument, yesterday I tried to find the piano technician in the RD88 and I didn't find it. So maybe it is there, but I didn't find it. So you are stuck with the sound you've got. You cannot tweak it. And the Casio in this perspective is better than Roland. In this perspective, because you can access the piano engine. And on the new Roland you cannot. But the pure sound, as I told you before, the feature, even if you have all the features in the piano, but the basic sound of the piano you don't really like. And here you cannot tweak anything. Like a regular piano, you cannot tweak anything. Except you are calling the technician, but you as a player cannot tweak your piano. The sound is what you've got. So this is sort of Roland approach now, because you cannot touch the piano, but you have many versions of pianos. But here on the Kawai, also on the Casio, also on Dexibel and all the other companies and the Numa X pianos and everything like that, you can tweak the piano, and also on Roland the moduling. By the way, the Numa X pianos and everything like that, the Studio Logic, let's say, they are bringing a module piano also. Their moduling sounds better than Roland. This is weird how they did it. Their moduling sound much better than Roland. But anyway, I do not like moduling pianos, even though I like very much the pianos from the Numa player, let's say. But you cannot get this sound, of sampling piano. All this around the sound. All the echo, the little cloud above the sound. if someone in the audience want to make a project with me, because this is one of my dreams, I didn't do it yet, to make a digital piano, a really good one, not the ones that they are selling today. One with the good speakers, like the Kawai, with the action of Kawai speaker, but with audio interface and place for notebook, and the piano will come from the computer. So the only company that doing this today is that worth to use is Roland, because all of the Roland pianos have audio interface. So basically you can use better pianos like VST pianos on Roland. The only instrument that gives you this. Yamaha also, I'm sorry. Yamaha also, but Yamaha action is horrible, so I prefer Roland. And Roland have better piano engine on their Supernatural, because Yamaha, except the P515, don't touch Yamaha keyboard as a piano, no, not as a synthesizer, as a piano, not as a workstation, as a piano, because none of portables Yamaha keyboards have string resonance or piano engine, except the P515. He's the only one that got a piano engine from the Clavinova series of Yamaha, but the CP88, the YC88, the P125, the P45, all of Yamaha portable pianos does not have piano engine. It means they don't have string resonance and all of these little features, the moduling features above the sampling, you know. So Yamaha is a big disappointment for me, because also the action and also the engine. The only thing that is nice at Yamaha is the sound itself. The sound of the piano are gorgeous, but all the tech beside is not. And the action is horrible, okay? Let's say it like this, because if it's the GHS, it's horrible to my opinion. And if it's other actions like on the P515, it's very heavy. It's 80, 90 grams instead of 50 grams or 60 grams like a regular piano. I don't know why, but Yamaha are making very heavy action. So Yamaha is not, sadly, Yamaha is not in this realm, let's say. It's not in this realm. It's not in the space even to compete, because they don't have a piano engine and they don't have an action, and a normal action. So we are stayed with only one company with audio interface, and this is Roland. So if you, and Kawai is the less famous company. Many people does not buy Kawai because they don't know there is a Kawai. Most of the music shops in the world does not sell the Kawai MP7 SE. This is madness, but this is the best stage piano in the market today, to my opinion, and few people knows about it. Most of the people are buying crap from Roland and Yamaha. And I don't want to say crap about Korg, because Korg are pretty good, but they are not the same price even of the MP7 SE. So this is very weird. This is one of the phenomena that there is a high performance car, sport car, that sells like a Mitsubishi, like Subaru, and no one is buying it. This is something you cannot understand. People in the world, you know, they are buying crap because the companies are famous. You know, it's like everyone is buying Toyota, and Toyota are good, they are not crap. but there is a Mercedes with a name that no one knows. Now, Kawai, everyone knows, but no one is buying it because everyone is buying the Toyota. And the Yamaha and the Roland in this case are less than the Toyota in the piano world, in the digital piano world, the portable digital piano, because the Yamaha and the Yamaha, not the Roland, the Yamaha home pianos are marvelous, amazing instruments. The Roland, because of the moduling engine, I would not touch the home pianos. I do not like the Korg, the Roland. So anyway, at the home pianos and the stage pianos and everything, Kawai are the best. This is my opinion, and for now, there is nothing to change it. For now. I'm saying the best, although there is the Nord, because it's not the same price range. And the Nord are very, very good, but 95% of the people will not buy Nord. It does not justify, The Nord is not justify to have it, because me personally, I would go. And the Nord are not light weight. They're pretty heavy weight also. So buy the MP7 SE and buy a Numa X2, and you've got an organ and all of the sounds. Also, the MP7 SE have all of the sounds, in fact. But the problem is only the weight. Yes, I will have the MP7 SE over the Nord also. The only problem with Kawai and the advantage of Nord that you can download sounds. But this is a problem. I don't want to download sounds. I want to use my computer, and that's all. I do not need sounds inside the piano. I want to bring a laptop to the gig, and that's all, and put it on my piano. Put the piano sound I want, 20 gigs. Because also Nord have a space-efficient system, because they don't have unlimited RAM like a computer. So they are bringing extra long or medium size, but they cannot afford themselves to waste 3, 4, 5 gigs on over one piano. And on your computer, you have 80 gigs, 20 gigs for one piano, even 100 gigs for one piano. So you cannot compete. Why not to integrate? Like Roland, by the way. This is my high appreciation to Roland. Because on Roland, you don't need to use the internal pianos. You can use a computer. And this is the only company, except Yamaha, but I don't like the Yamaha action, so it falls down. The only company, and Dexibel also doing it. And by the way, Numa, X Piano, they are also. So the small companies are doing it, but I do not like the Fatar action, so it's too heavy, like the Yamaha, And so I don't know, even though Nord has the Fatar action, but I played the Nord yesterday and it feels pretty good. So I don't know what to tell you, but the reviewer are put fear in me about the Fatar. Because it is too heavy. So if you want to enjoy a piano, buy Kawai. But the new Kawai, the ES120 and the ES520, yeah, sort of. The ES120, also the ES110, by the way, the default sound of the piano sound, the reviews I saw till now, there isn't many, but the instrument, the ES120 that I saw till now, the piano sounds very, very bright. I don't know how this is the same sample as here. And listen how mellow this piano sounds. And it's supposed to be the same recording, of the same piano. So this was the piano talks of the day. You can hear the piano. And the key action is influencing the sound also, because I had here the Casio and I had here the Korg. And I play with different instruments, the same VST instruments that I have. And it just sounds differently. When I'm playing with the Kawai, you know what? Let me give you to listen. But first of all, I need to turn off the local. Now you cannot hear the Kawai. And let's go and open one of these marvelous marvelous VSTs. And you can hear there is a very huge difference if you have good key action, even to the sound of VSTs. They just sound more natural. Let's hear it. Let's see. Studio One options. Okay, not USB. Let's see. Okay, not USB MIDI. Let's choose here Tamir 3. Okay. That's it. Okay. Now go to instruments. Let's take the native instrument. Now this is my favorite. So I want you to see it. You can see it here. Yes, I can see. Let's make it a little bit smaller so you can see the full. Okay. And let's put it down here. So, okay, now let's see. So I guess I like the Japanese pianos, but let's put some volume on this VST. So you can hear, it's a gorgeous, it sounds good, it sounds like natural, it feels natural, I cannot explain. But when I'm playing this piano, I'm feeling like there is a natural connection between the keys and the sound. So it's bringing out from you different playing. So if you want some different sounds from the Kawai, you can always go here and enjoy your life with a good Bechstein, a good Maverick. Let's see the Maverick. So you want the Maverick, I understand. You need the Maverick in your life. I do understand. Me also, I need the Maverick. You hear a different sound suddenly. Put the extra volume. Now, all the other companies, of course, have the Steinway D. And me, I also have Steinway D. In fact, I have almost 5 Steinway Ds. But this one is my favorite. The Grandeur. So the level of the sounds of these pianos are higher than a regular digital piano, but they are not higher than this marvelous Kawai. So there are three flavors here. And these three flavors, in fact 4 flavors, are pretty much covering all your needs. Because if you like a middle child, let's say, like the best piano here, if you want something not too bright, not too mellow, the SK Concert Range is in fact suiting for everything. You can get a bright sound from it. You can get a bright sound from it. But it's between mellow and bright, let's say. So it's giving you very rich sound, very full sound. And if you want something brighter, go to the EX. So this is cut through the mix. This is better to work with the band. Also, my friend told me he preferred the ES-110 over the ES-120. One piano, but better than 3 pianos on the ES-120. So this is for your consideration, and the ES-110 is much cheaper. Which is the best piano to buy if you have only one piano to buy and you want it for everything you need? Yes, I will go with the MP7 SE and a good set of speakers to your home if you do not need to gig. If you want something just also for gigging and for home and for everything you need, and the best piano you can get, the ES-920. The ES-120 is only 18 kilos, has this action, this sound engine, everything. It has the best that Kawai can offer, and in lightweight. So if you already have the ES8 then and you need something just for gigging, I will go with the ES520, because the ES520 have a great speakers and it weighs only 14 kilos. So it weighs 1 kilo maybe above the 120 and have better speakers, screen, everything is better on the 520. So I would go with the 520 if I already have the ES8 or the AP7 SE at home and it's too heavy for me to move. I will go with the 520. But if I do not have any other pianos and I just need one piano for everything, also gigging, studio, playing just for fun, I will go with the S920 because he is the a perfect combination, let's say, weight-wise, and sound-wise, and action-wise. You are getting all the package. This is this piano, in fact, but just in a lighter form factor. And this is a great piano for gigging. A great, just as a pianist, I'm saying. Not as a synthesizerist and things like that. Also, you've got here other sounds, but you know, me, I'm playing the piano. So thank you for being with me. This is the end of this session. This was a keyboard talk more than a playing session, but this is my summary to my journey till now. I'm going with the Kawai all the way. Not touching other instruments. If there is other instruments for now, I don't know what to tell you. Because I wanted to buy the RD88 because I didn't want second instrument Kawai, you know, same pianos all over. If you have a second instrument, let's, you know, have a different flavor, but the problem is that everything else you are comparing to this, and when you are comparing to this, the other companies are sound lacking. And then you are getting disappointed from the other instruments. So if you maybe don't buy the Kawai, because if you are buying the Kawai, you are stuck with the Kawai. You cannot change the Kawai to other companies because in compared to the Kawai, the other companies sounds much, much worse, you know, and they are good companies, good pianos, but in comparison with the Kawai, you cannot compare, in fact. So, except as I told you, the Nord is the only thing that a little bit more close, but the Nord is exaggerating. It's like, it's not have the preciseness of the feeling and the action and the sound and the connection. The Nord have, never mind, okay. Thank you for being with me, and bye-bye for today. And yes, I will do a session of just playing later. Thank you and bye.